2020 National Electrical Code requires all bedroom outlets, including those for ceiling fans, smoke detectors, and lights, to be protected by an arc fault circuit interrupter circuit. This includes outlets that are part of a lighting fixture or ceiling fan. It is important to understand the specific requirements for arc fault circuit interrupter protection in bedrooms to ensure electrical safety and code compliance. An arc fault circuit interrupter is a circuit breaker that detects electrical arcs, which are dangerous electrical discharges that can cause fires. Arc fault circuit interrupters are designed to protect against fires caused by arcing faults in electrical wiring. The reason arc fault circuit interrupters are required in bedrooms is to protect occupants from electrical fires that could occur while they are sleeping. Bedrooms are considered high-risk areas for electrical fires because they often contain flammable materials such as bedding and curtains. Arc fault circuit interrupters work by monitoring the electrical current in a circuit and detecting any abnormal arc patterns. When an arc is detected, the arc fault circuit interrupter quickly trips the circuit breaker, cutting off the flow of electricity and preventing a fire from starting. In addition to outlets, the 2020 National Electrical Code also requires arc fault circuit interrupter protection for lighting circuits that serve bedrooms. This means that all lighting fixtures in a bedroom, including ceiling lights, wall sconces, and lamps, must be protected by an arc fault circuit interrupter circuit breaker. The requirement for arc fault circuit interrupter protection for lighting circuits in bedrooms is intended to prevent fires that could be caused by arcing faults in the lighting fixtures or wiring. Yes, the same arc fault circuit interrupter circuit can feed two receptacles in an adjacent bedroom, provided that firstly, the adjacent bedroom is also a bedroom, meaning it is not a bathroom or kitchen. Secondly, the total load in the circuit does not exceed the circuit's ampacity. Thirdly, the circuit is protected by an arc fault circuit interrupter circuit breaker rated for the total load. When determining the load in the circuit, it is important to consider the ampacity of the circuit breaker and the ampacity of the wiring. The ampacity of the circuit breaker is the maximum amount of current the circuit breaker can safely handle without tripping. The ampacity of the wiring is the maximum amount of current the wiring can safely carry without overheating. The total load in the circuit must not exceed the smaller of these two ampacities. Smoke detectors and other life safety devices are typically connected to a separate circuit that is not protected by an arc fault circuit interrupter circuit breaker. This is because arc fault circuit interrupters can sometimes nuisance trip, which could disable the smoke detector and put occupants at risk. The National Electrical Code also requires arc fault circuit interrupter protection for outlets in living rooms, family rooms, dining rooms, hallways, and closets. This is because these areas are also considered to be high-risk areas for electrical fires. It is important to note that the National Electrical Code is updated every 3 years, so the requirements may have changed since the 2020 National Electrical Code was published. It is always best to consult the latest version of the National Electrical Code for the most up-to-date information. The National Electrical Code, or National Fire Protection Association 70, is a regionally adoptable standard for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. It is part of the National Fire Code series published by the National Fire Protection Association, a private trade association. Although the National Electrical Code is not itself a United States law, National Electrical Code use is commonly mandated by state or local law. The National Electrical Code is updated and published every 3 years. The National Electrical Code is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Chapter 1 covers general requirements. Chapter 2 covers wiring and protection. Chapter 3 covers wiring methods and materials. Chapter 4 covers equipment for general use. Chapter 5 covers special occupancies. Chapter 6 covers special equipment. Chapter 7 covers special conditions. Chapter 8 covers communication systems. And Chapter 9 covers tables and examples. Article 210 covers branch circuits. A branch circuit is the circuit conductors between the final overcurrent device protecting the circuit and the outlet or outlets. Article 210.12 covers arc fault circuit interrupter protection. Arc fault circuit interrupter protection is required for all 120-volt, single-phase, 15 amp and 20 amp branch circuits supplying outlets or devices installed in dwelling units. This includes branch circuits that supply lighting outlets, receptacle outlets, and smoke detectors. Arc fault circuit interrupter protection is intended to protect against fires caused by arcing faults in electrical wiring. Arcing faults are dangerous electrical discharges that can occur when electrical wiring becomes damaged or loose. Arc fault circuit interrupters work by monitoring the electrical current in a circuit and detecting any abnormal arc patterns. When an arc is detected, the arc fault circuit interrupter quickly trips the circuit breaker, cutting off the flow of electricity and preventing a fire from starting. There are two types of arc fault circuit interrupters: branch circuit arc fault circuit interrupters and outlet circuit arc fault circuit interrupters. Branch circuit arc fault circuit interrupters are installed in the electrical panel and protect the entire branch circuit. Outlet circuit arc fault circuit interrupters are installed at the outlet and protect only the outlet itself. The National Electrical Code requires branch circuit arc fault circuit interrupters for all new construction and for all major renovations. Outlet circuit arc fault circuit interrupters are permitted as a replacement for existing non-arc fault circuit interrupter outlet. It is important to note that arc fault circuit interrupters are not a substitute for ground fault circuit interrupters. Ground fault circuit interrupters protect against electrical shock, while arc fault circuit interrupters protect against electrical fires. Ground fault circuit interrupters are required in wet locations such as bathrooms and kitchens. The 2020 National Electrical Code, in Section 210.12a, states that all 120-volt, single-phase, 15 and 20 amp circuits supplying outlets installed in dwelling units must be protected by arc fault circuit interrupter protection. This requirement applies to all areas of the dwelling unit, including bedrooms, living rooms, family rooms, dining rooms, kitchens, hallways, and closets. The term outlet is defined in the National Electrical Code as a point in the wiring system at which current is taken to supply utilization equipment. This includes receptacle outlets, lighting outlets, and smoke detectors. Therefore, all of these types of outlets must be protected by arc fault circuit interrupter protection in dwelling units. There are a few exceptions to the arc fault circuit interrupter protection requirement. Firstly, arc fault circuit interrupter protection is not required for circuits that supply only appliances that are fastened in place or cord and plug connected to a single receptacle. Secondly, arc fault circuit interrupter protection is not required for circuits that supply only fire alarm systems. Thirdly, arc fault circuit interrupter protection is not required for circuits that supply only critical life safety equipment. The purpose of the arc fault circuit interrupter protection requirement is to reduce the risk of electrical fires in dwelling units. Arc fault circuit interrupters are designed to detect and interrupt arcing faults, which are a common cause of electrical fires. An arcing fault is an unintentional electrical discharge that occurs when electricity jumps from one conductor to another. Arcing faults can be caused by damaged wiring, loose connections, or faulty appliances. When an arcing fault occurs, it can generate a significant amount of heat, which can ignite nearby combustible materials. Arc fault circuit interrupters are designed to detect these arcing faults and quickly interrupt the circuit, preventing a fire from starting. It is important to note that arc fault circuit interrupters are not a substitute for proper wiring practices. All electrical wiring should be installed in accordance with the National Electrical Code and all applicable local codes. It is also important to regularly inspect electrical wiring and appliances for any signs of damage or wear. If any problems are found, they should be repaired immediately by a qualified electrician. In addition to the arc fault circuit interrupter protection requirements, the National Electrical Code also has other requirements for electrical safety in dwelling units. Firstly, all receptacle outlets in dwelling units must be tamper-resistant. Tamper-resistant receptacles are designed to prevent children from inserting objects into the receptacle slots. Secondly, all ground fault circuit interrupter protection is required for receptacle outlets installed in bathrooms, kitchens, and other wet locations. Ground fault circuit interrupters are designed to protect against electrical shock. Thirdly, smoke detectors are required in all dwelling units. Smoke detectors are designed to detect smoke and alert occupants to a fire. It is also vital to understand the concept of ampacity. Ampacity refers to the current carrying capacity of an electrical conductor. It is the maximum amount of electrical current, measured in amps, that a conductor can carry continuously without exceeding its temperature rating. Exceeding the ampacity of a conductor can lead to overheating, insulation damage, and potentially electrical fires. Several factors influence the ampacity of a conductor. These include the conductor material, size, insulation type, and the ambient temperature in which the conductor is installed. Different materials have different conductivity properties. For example, copper and aluminum are commonly used as conductors, with copper generally having a higher ampacity for a given size. The cross-sectional area of the conductor is directly related to its ampacity. Larger conductors have a greater surface area for heat dissipation, allowing them to carry more current safely. The type of insulation surrounding the conductor also affects its ampacity. Different insulation materials have different temperature ratings, which dictate the maximum allowable temperature of the conductor. Higher temperature rated insulation allows for higher ampacities. The ambient temperature of the surrounding environment plays a crucial role in determining ampacity. Higher ambient temperatures reduce the conductor's ability to dissipate heat, thus lowering its ampacity. Correction factors are applied to ampacity ratings based on ambient temperature. The National Electrical Code provides tables that list the ampacities of various conductors based on their size, material, insulation type, and ambient temperature. These tables are essential for selecting the correct conductor size for a given application. When designing electrical circuits, it is crucial to select conductors with adequate ampacity to handle the expected load. The load is the amount of electrical current that the circuit will be required to carry. The National Electrical Code specifies that conductors must be protected against overcurrent by fuses or circuit breakers. These overcurrent protection devices are designed to trip and interrupt the circuit if the current exceeds the conductor's ampacity, preventing overheating and potential hazards. Proper selection of conductor size and overcurrent protection is essential for ensuring electrical safety and preventing fires. Consulting the National Electrical Code and following established guidelines are critical for safe and reliable electrical installations. Also, it is important to regularly inspect electrical systems to identify any signs of conductor damage, overheating, or loose connections. Addressing these issues promptly can prevent potential problems and maintain the integrity of the electrical system. Remember that electrical work should only be performed by qualified and licensed electricians who are familiar with the National Electrical Code and local regulations.